Okay, there's one more significant thing that I want to add to this. Dilutions. What do you do when you're told that an acid or base is diluted? How do you calculate that? They're actually quite simple if you can see this relationship here. When we dilute an acid, we'll just go with acid. When we dilute an acid, we're just changing the concentration of hydrogen ions because we're diluting, we're adding water, we're dropping the concentration of hydrogen ions. And all I've got to do is work out the new concentration of hydrogen ions. For example, if I know that at the start, the concentration of hydrogen ions is 0.1 moles per litre, and I'm told that it was diluted to 1/10, right? 10 times the volume, diluted to 1/10 of its concentration. What's the new concentration? Well, it would be 0.01 moles per litre. That's all that's happening in our dilution. If I diluted it to make it up to 10 times its volume, I'll have 1/10 the concentration. The thing that makes it tricky is you'll often work with pHs. So you'll be given a pH and you'll ask to calculate the new pH if it's diluted. Well, what do? If you're given the pH, you can easily calculate the concentration of hydrogen ions. Once you know the concentration of hydrogen ions, you can easily do a dilution, work out the new concentration of hydrogen ions. Then you can change it back into a pH. So in reality, what are you going to be doing? What's our dilution formula? C1V1 equals C2V2. That's the standard formula we use for dilutions, not just in this module, anywhere in chemistry. If you know an initial concentration and an initial volume, and then you dilute it to a new volume, you can use this formula to find the new concentration. So all you've got to do, if you're given the pH of a solution and told it's diluted, start with your pH, move across here to calculate your hydrogen ion concentration, then you use the dilution formula to find the new concentration, then you go back over to there to calculate the pH. So you start with this, you calculate your hydrogen ion concentration, you use C1V1 equals C2V2 to find your new concentration, you go back across to pH. So concentrations are not that, dilutions are not that difficult as long as you know to calculate this first. pH, people get all confused trying to do a dilution with just pH. Change it to hydrogen ion concentration, it becomes a straightforward dilution sort of question. Exactly the same with hydroxide ions. One more trick, because of the way the pH scale works, often dilution questions are deliberately given in multiples of 10, so you can take a shortcut. If you dilute to 10 times the volume, the pH moves towards 7 by 1. So in other words, if I have an acid, an acidic solution, and the pH is 3, for example, and I dilute it to 10 times its volume, the pH will move 1 towards 7, so from 3 it will move to 4. If I dilute it 10 times again, the pH will move to 5. If I have a basic solution, the pH is 11, and I dilute it to 10 times its volume, the pH will change from 11 to 10, 1 towards 7. If I dilute it 10 times again, 1 more, it'll move to 9. And that works as they move towards 7. It doesn't work when you get to 7, because the pH will never actually reach 7. But it's a shortcut that works for acids and bases and will often be used in questions.